I don't know how to start. I honestly don't know where to start. I have appeared on an ITV show this week. I didn't think many people watched, otherwise I probably would have said no. Everybody has regrets, but we move. I just want to disclaim that the way I looked in the episode is hopefully not how I actually look in real life, because I'm mortified. My whole family are having a viewing of the episode downstairs. I haven't seen it yet. I've just literally come home from work, slammed on the video before anybody else sees it. It's so dreadful that I don't think anybody recognises it's me. Oki's had loads of messages. I just want to address the hate on Twitter from people who clearly have too much time on their hands. So let's begin. Basically, I have a Twitter account and tweeted something to, I believe it was like Pretty Little Thing or a clothing brand or something. They were doing a giveaway. I said I wanted the £100 because I owed my boyfriend Brad money. It was a complete exaggeration, as you do. A couple of days later I was at work and I received a Twitter DM from an account which I thought was fake. It kind of played along with the DMs. They kind of asked if I owed Brad money and I said, just joking, they're like, oh well, we'd love you to come on the show. I just didn't think they were a real account because it was completely random. I played along with it and then they wanted to formally get in contact, so I asked them to email me and they did, but they said that they would have to have a phone call after the email, which I really didn't want to do, but I grew some and I did it. So after some major encouragements, I called. She was kind of like, well, if you have any stories then let me know. At that point I was kind of thinking, okay, like this could be fun, and it was. The experience was really fun. Contacted some friends and was like, hey, this is happening. And I messaged Oki at literally 11 o'clock at night and was like, do you want to be on the TV? She was like, yeah, let's just do it. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to Manchester tomorrow. And she was like, okay, like what are we doing? And I was like, I don't know. ITV will be in contact tomorrow. I went to work. I told my manager that I wasn't going to be in the next day because I was going to be in Manchester. And that whole day I was just getting a million phone calls from ITV, like booking my travel, blah, blah, blah. Bear in mind at this point, I hadn't seen Oki since a year before, and I think that was the first time that we met at Post Malone concert. We still, at this point, didn't think it was real. I don't know, like, I'm a really paranoid person. So I met Oki in London. We were like, it must be real. Like, we were printing our tickets and we got to Manchester at about 10, 11 at night. Got picked up by a taxi and then they took us to a hotel. I had a completely sleepless night. I don't like staying in hotels on my own. And then we got picked up at 6 a.m. So I got up at, I think, 4, 5. Then we went to the ITV studios in Manchester. I think Will.i.am was supposed to be in that day. So as soon as we got there, they kind of took our bags. That was the point that we realised we had effed up big time. Oki and I were told that we shouldn't put any makeup on and we could just turn up in pyjamas. I was going to turn up in my pyjamas, but I made the conscious decision not to. Other 3 girls all had makeup on, and then they took our bags, and then I didn't see Oki after that. We were both extremely anxious, but she had Taylor with her. I was completely on my own. So we went into a room separately with, I don't know what the people are called, like just people that work there, for about 3 hours. I don't know how long. I have no idea. They took everything from us and then took us hair and makeup. That's when I was like, oh God, dear God. You know, it was looking like this, but I was a potato with hair. My makeup just didn't exist. It did not exist. I had no eyebrows. I had no eyelashes. They just kind of put a little bit of the foundation dabbed on. Might as well have done it with her finger. Lip gloss on that had come off anyway. And literally mascara. I look disgusting. I don't even want to talk about that. I thought it's fine, at least they'll do my hair. They didn't. She hairsprayed the top of my head and made it even flatter. Poor Oki actually was made to change out of the clothes she was wearing. She did bring a change of clothes with her, but they were in her bag that they took, and we weren't allowed to get anything from our bags. I asked if I could do my own makeup and they said no. The next time I saw her was when we went into the courtroom to film Judge Rinder. And it was just a crazy experience. I was so nervous that I was so sick on the way home. So I hope if you do come across that, you enjoy it more than I did. It did wonders for my confidence. We always say now, you can do anything you've been on Judge Rinder. He was so lovely. I don't know if it was shown in the episode, but there was a point where he got on the floor because of something I said. I was so worried that he was going to be shouting at us. Hope my mortgage advisor doesn't see that and think that I'm unreliable with money. It's a TV show. They want to make it exaggerated. Of course, she wasn't upset with me over £46. It goes to show that TV is so different than what it appears. I'm sure there might be a follow-up after this. I might react to the episode. We signed a contract, so I'm not actually sure how much I can say, but I know that I wasn't allowed to say anything until this point. Thanks guys, take care.